Mic checks echo, I'm the sound of the brawl. Canvas creaks, flesh slaps, bodies rise and fall. Steel cage dreams, no escape. All pain, blood stains mixed with the sweat and the chain. Adrenaline surging my veins, spit fire. Crowd chants feeding my soul's desire. Turnbuckles tremble when my wrath collides. Glory's the belt and I'm taking the pride. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Light flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Pyros ignite, shadows dance in the glow. Ringside roar, it's a gladiator show. Chokeholds tighter than the grip of the night. Climbing the ropes to new championship heights. The mental battlefield, no room for doubt. Every move calculated, every scream a shout. The bell tolls louder than a sinner's regret. This is the place where the bold never forget. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Light flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Light flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. The squared circle digest.
It is Tuesday, 8:17 It is the place to be. It is the Squared Circle Digest. I got a little bit of a party going on over here in the office area. I am Sean Stanley, and I'm always joined by the great Frankie Fresco. How we doing, sir?
I'm good, man. You're loud. You're very loud. I don't know why.
Hold on.
You're loud.
I was told I was very low every other time, so I have amplified my amplitude over here.
Okay, all right. Good. Much better then. Okay. All right. Well, if you want to be loud, you can be loud. It's okay.
Let me hear.
You sound better.
Sound here.
See, you sound way better now.
Amplified my amplitude over here.
Oh, okay. All right. Man. You sound kind of sexy there. I like it.
Thank you very much. And I was told I was getting a story. That's all I'm here for. Story time with Frankie Fresco.
Oh, so you want to hear what happened to Frankie Fresco? Sean, you're not going to imagine what happened to me, bro. It's a crazy story. Like, guys, if you know we love to talk wrestling, but I got to tell you what happened to me, man. It's it only happens to me, bro. So, are you ready, sir? Do you want to know what happened to me?
Let's do it.
All right, bro. Now, you tell me if you ever heard this happen to anybody. All right. So, if you guys don't know, your boy Frankie Fresco was in LA. I didn't get a chance to see Chris Jericho. Shout out to Sean, though. He did look out. He sent me a message saying, yo, Chris Jericho's out there. And I did see the group. I kind of did see it, but I did not get to see him. I was too busy working. I was out there in LA this whole past week. So I've been slammed with work and working 14 hours and just doing everything that I can. But this is where that wasn't even the fun of it. Here's the crazy thing. We did everything working with all the guys. Shout out to Nam for having us, to DOS Audio for having us as well, to all the DJs that were out there, to all the artists, everybody who came through. Shout out to every single one of you guys. It could not have been possible without you guys. All right, getting off of that now, right? Sean, I took the red eye Saturday because Sunday I needed to get here because Sunday night I was DJing at the casino. So I go, I'm tired as hell. I said, I'm just going to go to sleep. So my seat is the middle seat. So on the right-hand side, there's a guy. He's sitting next to the window seat. Then you got me in the middle. And then you got a lady on my left-hand side. A 55-year-old lady. She's Asian. I can tell you that. I'm not sure she was Chinese, but she was definitely Asian. Could have been Filipino, but anyways, you're still listening to me, right? You still hearing me, right? Wait, you got muted now. I can't hear you now.
No, I turned it down. I'm trying to hear myself.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so then I'm not gonna say the airline because I feel like if I say the airline, it'll be kind of messed up. So I'm gonna just go ahead and keep the airline out of it. So I'm there. I'm sitting down, Sean. And shout out to your dad who's already on the chat board. I have my hands like this because I'm tired. I'm just trying to go to sleep. They tell us on the flight, look, there's been a lot of flights being canceled because of the storm. The original plane that was supposed to land here did not make it because of the storm. But instead of canceling your flight, guys, we're gonna use this other plane. That unfortunately the entertainment system is not working, but everything else is. So they told us, what do you want to do? Do you want to fly and come back to Florida, or do you just want to go ahead and cancel your flight and try to see if we can get another flight tomorrow? We're like, nah, screw that, screw that. We're gonna go. All right, Sean, I'm sitting there. I'm holding my hand like this. I'm just trying to go to sleep. When I got to the seat, I saw that the guy next to me, he had his headphones and he was sleeping. The old lady was on her tablet playing solitaire. So, all good. Not nobody was uncomfortable. It looked pretty good, pretty stable, right? Then we ran into an issue, Sean. Here's my ordeal that happened. I'm there and I start noticing on the corner of my eye the lady as she is telling the stewardess, "Hey, something." And the plane is already in the runway ready to take off, so we're ready to go. And as we're there, I'm noticing all of a sudden her say to her, "I can't hold it." So I'm like, hmm. I'm like, okay, you can't hold what, lady? So I said to myself, you know what, man? Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing. So I keep ignoring it. Then all of a sudden, Sean, look at me, look at me. This is what she does. She goes like this, and I see her kind of clench her butt cheeks, right? And I'm like this, and I'm like, what is going on? And then she's like, I can't hold it anymore. Sean, I hear farts, I hear a whole bunch of stuff. She crapped on herself, bro. She shitted on herself, and she's the passenger right next to me. I hear her completely shit all over herself. I'm like, holy crap, this lady just shitted on herself. And the guy who's sitting right next to me, all of a sudden the smell starts to kick in. And the guy is like, yo, do you smell that? I'm like, yes, dude, this lady just shitted on herself, dude. The guy is like, no freaking way. I'm like,
Wait, were you the middle seat?
yes. I had to deal with the lady who shitted on herself on the next seat, right next to me on my left side. I was like, yo, what is going on here, dude? So then all of a sudden the lady tells the stewardess, see, I had to go, I had to go. So the lady tells the pilot, yo, stop the plane. And then she grabs like I guess like a sweater, she wraps it around her waist because she has shit stain all over her, and then she had diarrhea. So then all of a sudden, as she was running in the hall in the like in the passage of the plane, she's dripping crap out of her pants. And then when she got up, the seat is all stained with crap with shit. And sorry guys that I'm cursing. But anyway, so I go and you smell it. So I'm like covering my nose like as much as I can. The guy next to me is like, what the hell? The people are looking at us and they're like, what the hell happened? I said, bro, she shitted on us, bro. That's what happened. She shitted on us, dude. And then I guess the lady was so embarrassed. She ran back after she cleaned herself, I guess, ran back and didn't notice and just sat right back on the chair. But the chair was stained, so she re-stained herself with the crap that she did. And then on top of that, she brought her pants, and the pants were full of shit. So the smell was ridiculous, bro. I literally told her, I was like, why did you bring the pants? I said, you need to burn them, bro. Throw them in the freaking bathroom, dude. Like, what are you doing bringing that horrendous smell? but the lady didn't want to say anything because she was embarrassed. So then all of a sudden, the pilot says, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we need to turn the plane around because we're having a complication with one of the passengers." She starts getting riled up because she's like, "Oh, that's because of me and all this crap." So the stewardess tells her, "Yo, lady, you need to get up and you need to go." And she thought she was getting kicked out. So then all of a sudden, the stewardess, like the guy next to me, is making me crack up. Like I'm laughing, even though it smells horrendous, but I'm cracking up because he's like, "Man, we're in a shitty situation. This shit only happens to us. What in the world, man? This shit is crazy." So he's purposely saying shit all the time because of what happened. So they sent us to the back. As we go to the back, the other stewardess comes to us, tells us, "Hey, look, they're not gonna kick the lady out because they tested her. They asked her if she was drunk. She didn't look drunk. They tested her if she was drunk. They asked her if she had any medical problems. She did not have any medical problems. So they asked her what happened. She's like, look, I couldn't hold it. And I shit it on myself." I said, wow, that's what the lady told the security? And she's like, yeah. So then they asked us, look, do you want us to get moved to another plane? I said, I can't because there's no guarantee that we're going to make it on time and I need to work. And so did the other guy. So they're like, look, I'll say, look, as long as you sanitize the crap out of the area and she doesn't smell, I have no problem with it. So it took about an hour. The guy went, he took out the seats, cleaned everything there and all that stuff. And the lady, I guess, was getting herself clean. While that was happening in the back, all the people were looking at us really bad, like if we were the ones at fault. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, because remember, the pilot said that, we're having issues with a passenger. So they must have thought that we did something to the passenger. So I got furious and I couldn't hold it anymore. And I went to them and I said, hey, all you guys back here are looking at us, me mugging us like if we did something. Well, I want you to know something. Me and this guy right here, we didn't do nothing, bro. The lady next to me shitted on herself and shitted on both of us. And this is why we're behind, because she shitted. She couldn't hold it. She couldn't hold the crap in her butt cheeks. And she shitted on me and shitted on him. And now we're screwed. Okay? So don't get mad at me. Just understand the situation that we're in. And bro, half of the people laughed. The other half of the people probably like had their jaws like wide open, and then the other people just were feeling really bad for us. But eventually we made it back to the seats. It did smell. It didn't smell as bad. It was a 5-hour flight, so I had to deal with the smell for at least a good maybe hour, and then the air kind of like pushed the smell away. And then we landed and then we made it back. But shout out to that airline. They're the only ones. I will be complaining. After the podcast, I'm gonna go ahead and send them an email. I better refund me completely the whole flight because you're gonna if I don't get a refund, I promise you I will release the name of the airline that put me through this ordeal. And that's the story, sir. That was my highlight of LA. What do you think about that, sir?
Man, you are the shit, buddy. I don't know that I've ever, like, there was this one time I flew back and it was the last row of the plane. Like right up against the thing. Mm-hmm. And you know how big I am. Mm-hmm. There were two guys bigger than me in the middle in the window seat. I always get the aisle seat. No matter what side I fly on, I always go aisle because I got to put my leg out and everything else. But there was three of us. They took pictures. The wives were in front of us and they kept turning around taking pictures. The three of us were just like flying home, and it was a 6-hour flight. So it wasn't fun at all. But no, it wasn't like that. Like, you better man than me, man. I would have been calling into work, been like, sorry, buddy. I don't know if I could have done that, bro.
Sean, I
don't know. I mean, I know you got, but it's like, man.
And not only that,
and it's not like a little flight either, though. That's it's a 5.5, 6-hour flight, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, like, look, if it's an hour and a half, maybe I can handle it. But like,
I've been telling people the story, and half of the people have said, Frank, you know what, man? You're gonna be making buku money this year. And I'm like, this isn't like when a bird craps on your windshield and it's supposed to be good luck. This was an actual human being that literally sharded right in front of me, and I heard everything. Like I heard when the shit came out. Sean, don't laugh, goddammit.
Brother, I can't help it, man. It's like, I just think like you're just sitting there and all of a sudden you're just like, the lady's just like, uh-oh. I don't think
think she even cared at that point. She went.
But at least she didn't freak out and like jump out of her seat and try to cross over you guys.
Your dad said it. It was a shitty fight. Yeah, it was definitely. Bro, it was so bad. Like, if you look at my face, I was like this when I was like, and when I heard her shit, I went like this. I was like, I was like, no way did this lady just shit it on herself. And then the guy, bro, the guy was hilarious. The guy next to me, and I was like, holy shit. And like I told the guy, I was like, bro, she shitted on us, bro. She literally shit. And then what got me mad, because I felt bad for her. I was like, yo, maybe the older lady, she can't hold her bowels, and maybe she has a bowel problem and shit like that. But then when the stewardess comes back and tells me, no, she just told the security that she couldn't hold it, so she decided to shit on us. Just imagine my face turning red as hell. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? And then you know what you want to know what the airline did? They gave us like a big pretzel bag, nerds, and they gave us a bottle of Jack Daniels, like one of those little Jack Daniels, to kind of keep our mouth shut. Well, you didn't get me to shut up, because I'm definitely saying this shit on live YouTube, and I'm gonna call you guys out if you don't refund my damn flight. God damn it!
But what does it rhyme with?
I'm not gonna reveal it. I'm not gonna reveal it until they refund me. If they don't refund me, I would definitely throw them under the bus.
I can tell you now, if it's a couple airlines I'm thinking of, you're not getting a refund. But if it's one of the higher ones,
it is one of the higher ones.
Oh, okay, right then. Maybe.
It wasn't. I'll tell you this right now. It wasn't Spirits and it wasn't Frontier. I can tell you that.
Okay, all right. One of those, they might have gave you the seat to take with you.
They probably would have made me sit next to her, maybe take her seat. It was just bad, bro. It was just terrible. A terrible experience.
Crazy.
Never has this ever happened to me. I will say this: that airline, I always have issue with that airline. That's not the first time I've had an issue with that airline. That's why I don't like taking it, which upsets me. But whatever. That was my story.
I would say something, but I don't know if I would nail it when I say what I was going to say. But
off camera, I'll tell you. But
I just wanted to say I'm proud. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud.
Because somebody shitted on me?
Is that you dealt with the situation like a man.
I mean, I was in a shitty situation, bro. I felt like I had a really shit of a moment, you know? And shit happens, bro. Literally. So, welcome to my world, my friend. Welcome to my world. But let's talk wrestling, bro. Enough about shit.
You should have made sure she was eating pretzels the rest of the flight, man.
Dude, I was telling, because Memo, and shout out to Memo, he's there. I told Memo the story when I got back. I was telling Memo, imagine if the lady was wearing a skirt or wearing a thong. Oh my goodness gracious. I would have probably killed myself. I would have definitely, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know, Sean. I don't know. I felt like throwing her I
can tell you now, you're better.
Effect.
You're a better man than me for letting her come back to her seat I'd been like, I can't fly next to her. I can't.
But they didn't give me another option because
I would have been like, you tell me a better option because this ain't working.
Are you trying to get like sound effects of how the lady farted?
No. I was telling somebody to charge their phone.
Just think about it. Like if I download the shit of I wonder.
You're not going to be able to come up with. If she had diarrhea, there's no way you're coming up with a perfect sound effect for that.
Oh my gosh, Sean! Don't remind me, bro.
Oh man, dude, that shit just comes out like water. Oh.
And I saw it dripping from her leg. Oh my god! Like jeez. I don't know. I don't know how I didn't gag. I really didn't.
No, you're better. I would have made a scene. I'd have been like, oh my god, what is going on?
Holy shit!
Yeah, Jesus. Excuse me, flight attendant. I knew this flight was going to be the shit, but I mean, come on, what are we doing here?
Holy shit, that shit was funny as hell, bro.
There's no entertainment. I got freaking shit stain sitting beside me. God.
That was the worst day. I couldn't even watch a movie or a show because the entertainment was messed up. So I had to just suck it up and just deal with the smell and deal with the shit. And I was like, oh my God, what am I getting myself into, bro? It's just bad, Sean. It's just bad, Sean. But I'm glad I can share it with you and all you wrestling fans here
Yeah.
and everybody on Next and on YouTube. Don't forget,
Yeah.
if you like the story, true story, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
May lightning can strike me right now if I'm lying.
Oh,
Hit that like and subscribe. That's all.
there
I
you
gotta
go.
say.
There you go. If you're on the Frankie Fresco channel, jump over to Stanley Media House. If you're on Stanley Media House, jump over to the Frankie Fresco YouTube channel. Hit that notification subscribe button. And I guess we might as well jump into it, man. Weekend wrestling was okay. I mean, that Saturday night main event I thought was probably one of their better Saturday night main events in a while, honestly. I mean,
I liked it.
I liked it. I thought it was a great show. Honestly.
I thought they nailed it with the women's match. I thought they did a really good job. For a minute there, you remember I told you I picked Liv Morgan and Roxanne. I thought they were gonna pull it off.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked. I was like, holy crap, they're gonna make it. They're actually gonna make me like actually make sense. Because if you guys tuned into last week's show, Sean like schooled me on that one and basically told me, "Yo, you're completely wrong." And at the end of the day, I was wrong. But great matchup between those ladies, and then the Shinsuke
I'm the
match
shit
was
with the
up.
picks.
So don't start throwing shit comments
Oh, no,
every
no.
single time throughout the whole show, bro.
This is going to be a complete shit show today. I'll tell you
my
now.
God, please. If that lady ever watches the show, she's gonna be like, "I hate your guts, Frankie." She's the one that shitted on me, bro. It wasn't like I shitted on anybody. And you know what pissed me off too? The fact that she was level 3. So that means that she was sitting in her sheet first, then the guy who was sitting in the window and myself. It literally the guy in the window told me she was literally sitting there for 30 minutes. That's what pissed me off too, because I was like, how in
Wait a
the
minute.
world?
So she was on the outside?
Yes.
Oh, man. So you have to cross over that to get out?
Yes.
No. I would have been, I would have got more than pretzels and a Jack Daniels. And no. That would have been, I would have got the, whatever the airline you flew, their nose pin. I would have had everything. I would have had the whole, I survived the shitty flight 996 or whatever. I would have had a t-shirt and everything when I was done.
I mean, like I told you, man, if they don't refund my flight, I promise you right now, I will blast it on social media.
No, what we'll do is we'll make the whole show next week sponsored by them. So everybody know who it was.
Aw, Sean, you're so nice. That's why you're my road dog, baby. You're my partner in crime, my friend. Because you know that was a shitty situation,
Yep.
and I just got shit on that
We will
day.
put their logo there with the shit emoji.
Oh, sweet.
That's
Actually,
it.
if you're tuning in on YouTube, put that shitty emoji on the chat board right now for me. I'm gonna feel like I'm getting shit on right now by you guys, but it's okay. At least it doesn't smell as bad as that lady, bro. Jesus Christ, how can that lady shit on herself like that, bro? Like, no f given, bro. Like, she literally, dude. And then when I tried to talk to her, she like didn't want to talk to me. The worst thing about it too was that her husband was okay. So here's our seats, right? We're like right here. Right, hold on. I mean, this one. Okay, so we're right here, and her husband was right here. So then her husband was talking to her, and I was, or at least it had to be her husband. It was an older dude. He was like 65 or 70. He didn't shit on himself.
Crazy.
Holy shit, bro! We're getting sponsored by this shit because I got shitted on by the old Asian chick. Jesus Christ, this is so bad. I feel bad.
Oh man! All right, we got to talk a little bit about wrestling. Saturday night main event was there. Like I said, I thought it was a good showing, man. I thought it was good. I enjoyed the AJ Shinsuke match.
Best one.
Dude, I really enjoyed. I liked the way it started. Honestly, the way that they came out and they started fighting, and the Drew coming out and kind of destroying both of them and leaving them out, and you know, the four-way kind of went the way we thought it would go because of who was in it and where they're going to be at for the Royal Rumble. You know, I mean, I kind of feel they played their hand there.
My only thing, I'll tell you this. I didn't mind the start of the show, but why does WWE keep doing this? You know that they didn't want Cody to lose and they didn't want Fatu to lose. So they did it this way. That way, neither one of them gets hurt. But come on, you know that Cody can take an L. Why are they protecting Cody so much, man? Like it's a good way to promote Fatu and make him a better heel, in my opinion. Why? Why go that far? It's like they did the same thing with the Obafemi and Cody, bro. That's the only like thing that bothered me because I feel like they did it again. They didn't want to hurt Cody. They didn't want to hit Fatu, and that's why they made that fight like that. And then obviously nobody took the L.
Yeah, but I feel like they're setting this up for a triple threat down the line, whether it be at Elimination Chamber or even at WrestleMania itself, because now they're talk that they're trying to change all the plans. I don't know what fell through or what's going to change. So I think that way then you leave everybody strong. But again, I agree with you. If that's not the way they're going, then I agree with you there. But if they're trying to set up for a triple threat, then you don't want anybody really taking the L's until, the actual match. So we'll see where they go with it. I don't know, man. I don't know. This whole thing is kind of, with the whole AJ Styles thing, and we'll kind of just blend everything together and just talk about it. It was talk that, he's going to wrestle through 26. It'd be his last year. And then he's hanging him up, basically retiring. He didn't really say hanging him up. He just said retiring. Now all of a sudden Gunther issues the challenge, and now it's a career match for AJ Styles. Not saying AJ Styles is going to lose, but with the way they've been building Gunther, if they have AJ Styles beat him, then for, better sense of the word, you have shit on everything you've done with Gunther lately.
This guy, bro.
So, that's going to be the interesting part, because I feel like they kind of painted themselves into this this corner as far as with what they've done with Gunther, and then you add AJ into it as well. Like,
well, here's my concern, right? Because and Memo did mention it earlier to me, was that Shinsuke posted something on social media.
Yeah, I did not see it.
Apparently he posted something like preaching about how this is AJ's last retirement match and all that stuff, and then he had to take it down and stuff like that. So here's my concern with this whole situation with AJ's final match. The fact of the matter that when you're painting us a Gunther that is retiring people, right? So you're retiring Goldberg, you retired John Cena, and technically you should retire AJ, but then they're kind of selling us saying this is a retirement for AJ throughout. And then there's also controversy whether his contract is up. I think his contract is up right after Royal Rumble. So you have all these things happening to the point where you're all of a sudden you're like, if they give the match to AJ, it's gonna ruin Gunther's storyline, right? Because he's the legend killer, apparently. He's the legend, he's the guy who retires legends. And then if you have Gunther beat AJ, what happens to AJ? Is he's done in the WWE. Now, the only thing I could think of to try to salvage him is that he retires from WWE and then he does like a basic minimum contract with like TNA and finishes his career in TNA.
This is what I would, if this is his last match, if I'm AJ, I don't sign with anybody.
Okay.
I don't sign with anybody. I keep it open and I go out and I have great matches. If it's somebody in AEW I want to wrestle, work it out with Tony Khan, go there, perform. TNA, go to TNA. New Japan, All Japan, AAA, CMLL. If this is, the route that they're going and they're doing what they're doing, go out and have the best matches in 2026 before you retire. And maybe that's what, WWE and AJ kind of worked out to where, AJ's done everything he's going to do in WWE. So you do this, he's out of WWE. Now he can go out and have whatever matches he wants to have, on his own there, So that will be.
I
interesting thing.
I just forwarded to you. So apparently,
Mhm.
what he wrote was a diary I wrote the day before, and it goes into detail a whole bunch of stuff here. And then it says Shinsuke appears to have revealed that AJ Styles legitimately retiring at the WWE Royal Rumble next week. I asked him, "When are you going to retire?" He answered, "The Royal Rumble. I've already decided." So if he said that, if he basically told Shinsuke that the Royal Rumble is where he's going to retire, do you feel that they're kind of screwing over AJ? Because why wouldn't they give him kind of the same treatment as John
This
Cena?
this sounds like it's an AJ decision, though. That's the thing. Because WWE would milk it to me. They would.
Mm,
I mean, look at the reaction AJ got last night with Punk.
he got a hell of a reaction.
Yeah, especially when they said the title's going to be on the line. Look what the reaction he got with Shinsuke. The reaction when he took on Cena. I mean, I think this is an AJ decision. Maybe there's more to it than what we know. If this is the end at the Royal Rumble, but you know, I mean, if he's doing this, I don't know. Maybe if he worked out a deal, like I was saying, WWE's and TKO now again. WWE back in the day when it's ran by VKM, if that was the same thing, then you might see them say, you know what, we'll bring in guys that you want to wrestle, but TKO, you can't do that. You can't just, you know, so I almost feel like this is his way of saying, but then again, if he's doing that and he told Shinsuke that doesn't feel like I'm leaving WWE to go do anything else. It kind of feels like he's done.
I'm a little bit shell shocked if that's the way he wanted to go.
I after reading that, what you just said there,
Yeah.
like, I mean, because AJ's not one of those guys that's going to sit there and BS the, you know, like, oh no, I'm done at the Rumble. And then, but again, you can get talked into like, hey, we'll give you an extra $2 million this year if you stay on and do the whole 26 with you. I don't know what his situation is, but would money keep him there? Or does he have a, you know, it just feels very weird that this was kind of, you know, like, even when Gunther first I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like that it didn't make, it's like, no, I'll fight you, but your career's on the line. It's like, it makes sense for Gunther with what he's doing now. But as you said, and we both talked about, it doesn't make sense if AJ beats Gunther. It only makes sense if Gunther beats AJ, because everything else is just getting rid. I mean, you know, he beat a Goldberg and a legend so far. So, you know, now this would be a second legend that he takes out.
I mean, you're always taking shots. It seems like you always like to give Goldberg the shitty end of the stick, but I will say this. If AJ wants this, if this is how he wants to go out, I hope he wasn't convinced to go out this way. I hope he himself made that decision and said, yo, this is how I want to go out. Because again, remember, we had an episode where we went ahead and we spoke about Sting, about John Cena, and the guy from Japan, New Japan. Forgot his name now. Remind me. The one who retired.
Okada.
No, not Okada. Not Okada. The other guy.
I'm sorry, Tanahashi.
Tanahashi. So Tanahashi's retirement. And we're gonna get another shitty ass. Keep saying shitty. We're gonna get a shitty retirement because he's not gonna get any time over there in Royal Rumble. Let's keep it real. They gotta keep it pushing. So, and he's not gonna be the last match of the night.
Yeah,
either.
but also if he's the one, if he gets beat by Gunther, then the stipulation is his career's over. So it's not even a retirement match. It's like a loser leave town match back in the day. You know, like, but they used to do stipulations like, if you lost the match, you leave town for 60 days and then you come back into the territory. But like, this is it. You lose your career. There should not be a celebration of AJ Styles the way this match is. This ain't the Cena match where this is a retirement, or even Goldberg. This is the last time, you know, that I'm in the ring. Like, this is just, you lose, your career's on the line. It's like gambling.
Yeah,
You know, it's like a bet. It's a bet, basically. You don't get to celebrate if you lose. You only get to celebrate if you win.
Yeah, I feel like he's getting the short end of the stick, man. Like it's not cool. I don't like that, bro. I think it's kind of messed up that they're doing that to him, especially that and again he's not a WWE guy, so maybe that's why they don't give a damn. But it just
Yeah,
feels
but
messed up.
he's been there 10 years. I mean, it's not like he's not a and he's been there. Like I don't know. I'm hoping it's one of those things to where he's going to go and just kind of instead of doing the 26 Cena in the WWE, like you said, he hits TNA. Maybe he goes and takes on, Kazarian again and Daniels or, some of the old rivalries that he had, and he kind of hits a, one more time, which he couldn't do in WWE. Maybe it's a mutual thing, and they said, "Look, we'll let you go right at this way." They can continue the Gunther thing of eliminating another legend, and AJ could go out on his own terms with whatever it is he wants to do. That's what I'm hoping is in play here. I'm hoping WWE isn't forcing him out, and I'm hoping that this is just kind of a mutual run of things. But it's one of the things we'll have to find out.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I think like I said, I hope if he goes out, at least this was his decision and he wasn't convinced to go out this way because it just doesn't seem like he's gonna win that match. And story wise, it doesn't make any sense unless somebody interferes. That's the only way it could happen, right? Like if somebody
Yeah, you
interferes
know
and
what?
kind
They
of
could
event,
do that.
it's the only way I could
But
think
who
of.
would
Like
it be for Gunther? Like who would interfere to that would I guess would who would make sense here in this situation?
you bring,
Jericho,
you could put Jericho, but I
another
feel.
legend. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to think like legend or
What
that.
about if you bring John Cena and he stops it?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea too. I just don't know how they would because he said he would never be in a WWE ring again.
The Rock?
But he did say wrestling in the WWE ring. So maybe they can get the caveat of I didn't wrestle, I just came in and or they hit his music, gets Gunther's attention, and then AJ steals it somehow like that. I mean, I don't know. You're right. They could do that because again, you have that match and you have Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn. So
That
you,
man, that's the only way, right? I think that's the only way you could kind of save AJ from. Now I'm curious, man. I'm throwing like because I know we're gonna do our
well,
Royal
this is
Rumble
what we
thing.
do all the time because this is what we do, me and you. We talk it into this bigger thing, and then they're gonna go out there and Gunther's gonna choke AJ Styles out, and then we're gonna go on a post show and be like, "That was the worst Royal Rumble ever."
Exactly, that's exactly what's gonna happen. That's usually what we always do. But yeah, I mean, I guess there's no other way. There's no other. I think there's no other way to go ahead and kind of put where it could favor AJ. I mean, I hope it does, but we'll see. We'll see what
AJ
happens.
has to lose, or it has to go on to whatever Gunther's next feud is, also because now, if that happens, you have to remove AJ Styles from that equation so he can go on and do his own thing.
My question is if this is his last match in WWE and then he decides to wrestle at least the remainder of the year, but with another wrestling promotion, would you like that from him, or would you be like, nah, he should not have done that. He should just stay away from wrestling and call it a day.
I'm not against it. What I wouldn't do is I wouldn't sign a deal. Like I said, I would go and be like, I'll do a performance,
Hmm.
like AJ Styles versus Kyle Fletcher, or I'm just saying, just using those. I would get matchups that he would like that could help push him, or matches he'd want before he retires, because
Hmm.
he's already said 26 is the end of the line. So
Yeah,
I'm not against. I think I'd be against it if he signed a deal and went to AEW on a 1-year deal to retire there. If he
gotcha.
did TNA, I don't know that I'd be that upset because again, he's a TNA guy. He's always been that. But I personally don't think he should sign any deal. I think he should go and have, if that's the situation, go and have the best matches available, and then do it appearance fee and do it there. You know what's going to be interesting if he does lose that.
Hmm.
if he gets the 90-day no non-compete, because if he does, then he doesn't wrestle again until April. Almost May. Could be February, March, April. So he'd wrestle May would be the next time he could wrestle if they hold him to his 90-day clause. We'll know it's mutual or maybe what they do for those 90 days is when he appears on TNA.
I wouldn't mind him coming to TNA because I think it would be pretty cool. A good way to support TNA and go back to his roots, right? That's the only. I wouldn't want him to go to AEW or anybody else. I think he deserves to.
Yeah, I mean, if he signs a deal with TNA, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But if he signed a deal with anybody else, I think I'd be opposed to it. And now if he goes and he has, a match with Swerve or something because he wants to have that match, that's different. Go in, have the match, and be out or whatever, or have a couple matches, whatever, he could. I just don't think he should sign like a deal with anybody other than TNA.
I agree. I definitely agree. All right. What do we want to talk about? Monday? We want to talk about Monday Night Raw?
Oh, we can a little bit. I mean, again, it was a okay show. The AJ CM Punk, the whole Finn Balor drama now. Like, I don't know. They're going to try to make Finn Balor looks like the top heel. Possibly.
I like it. You remember we spoke about this.
Yeah, I'm not against it. But I hope they keep him distanced from the Judgment Day then.
Okay. I like the fact that they threw that nugget when CM Punk had the conversation with Finn Balor saying, "Hey, if you wanna make it and be in those fights and do what you gotta do, you gotta separate yourself." So now it's and then you had Liv Morgan get involved. I like that. I thought that was smart. And remember, I'm not a big Finn Balor fan, but he sold me last week with that match with CM Punk. I thought that was
he can deliver when he needs to deliver. He can deliver. They've never given him that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't have the issue. I don't know where he falls into everything when you have the Vision. You have, like in the heel of things on Raw. Where does he fall now?
Well, I mean, if he becomes one of the biggest heels, you do open again the possibility of CM Punk rematch.
Yeah.
You got you could also get him to go back to the Demon, right? And he could have matches with Penta. I think that would be pretty cool. Eventually down the road. You could also probably go ahead and even if they move around, maybe you could have him against Roman again. There's some openings out there. There's some opportunity for him. Dude, I really like him. I really feel like if they're pushing for him, I like it. I actually think that this is the right move for WWE. He's still, well, how old is he? We had this conversation. I think he was like
44.
Yeah, that's the rough part, man. Because like you said, I mean, and I remember we were going back and forth, and you said he's not that young. I thought for some strange reason I thought he was 38, but that's where it hurts him. But hey, man, look, LA Knight is maybe they give LA Knight a pop, and maybe you could do an LA Knight Finn Balor. If you could grow those two guys, that baby and that heel, it could be a good matchup in the long run, And look,
there's definitely matchups there for Finn. For LA Knight, like when you do those guys, it's just they've got to stick to the guns though, and go all in. Don't go all in until you feel like, oh no, go all in and let's see it work.
Yeah,
because I feel like too many times they go to like the 10-yard line and they're like, no, we'll just go to the field goal. Go ahead, go back to the Judgment Day.
Yeah, I think that's where it hurts him. And you want to know something too, Sean? I kind of was looking at was the fact that I like if for some strange reason, I know this is gonna be a wild take, but I was paying attention to that Fatal 4-Way, and I think, and it's just crazy, but I think that WWE should put Paul Heyman with Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest has a very, very strong potential. but only if he teams up with Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman brings the really, really crazy heel out of him. I think you could have something special there, in my opinion. And granted, watching that Saturday night, Trick Williams, man, that guy's a star in the making, bro. I
Yes.
love him. That just the way the crowd is going with whoop that trick. That guy's a star in the making, and he should come out more often. And when he says whoop that trick, he should come out like going like this and stuff like that, just to get the people going. Whether he's a heel or not, he should still do it. But I like it. There's opportunities there for Finn. I think I like I like the story. I like the fact that they're including him. I like the way he got involved. I'm glad that Gunther didn't get involved in the AJ Styles CM Punk match.
Yeah. No. Good. It was a good call. I liked it.
So I like that. Now let me ask you something, and I bring this up because obviously of Unreal. What do you think about Stephanie Valkyrie and also Rey Mysterio? Are those legitimate injuries, or are those storylines that are starting to pop up? Because nowadays we don't even know what's true and what's not.
Yeah. I think Stephanie Vaquer is probably banged up, so they're trying to make it more of an angle so she doesn't have to do single matches.
Mm-hmm.
So I think because again, if you're legit injured, you're not taking a chair to the injury. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not trying to a broken foot and what you're gonna break it more. Like I wouldn't think that that's a ingenious move there by WWE for somebody that's going to be possibly a face of your franchise. Now Ray, on the other hand, now again could be, but he's also up there, man. He's got wear and tear. Little things could turn into big things. So again, after watching Unreal and everything else, like I don't trust anything with injuries anymore with WWE. I don't.
Yeah, I
Until
feel
they come out in a full body cast, I don't believe you.
the problem as well that I'm noticing here is that if this is a legit injury for Stephanie Valkyrie, why are they putting her out there and
Yeah,
jeopardizing
that's what I'm
her?
saying. It's not because think about Seth. What they don't even have him out there doing promos. They don't even have him out there at all. That's a legit injury. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I think these are all. There might be something there, a little, a sprained ankle or something to where she can't do her normal stuff to where you don't put her in there one-on-one. You put her in a 6-woman tag and you protect her, or you just put her out there for a promo and get her beat up, but you don't put her in there one-on-one.
And the other thing is, I don't know, did you see that apparently they kind of spoiled Seth Rollins coming back? Apparently on ESPN, they were interviewing him and one of the guys says, "Oh, what do you think about you finally returning back in Royal Rumble?" Did you see that take or you didn't see that?
I thought his answer was, "I'm still 3 to 4 months away."
Yeah, I think he threw that in answer to kind of deviate, but you won't be asking that question unless you knew that he was coming back. Like I think they threw him on. I think honestly, I think that wasn't supposed to happen, and I think he just tried to change it up that
Well,
way. He
this
would.
is the other thing too. Is those why do you have him out there promoting the Royal Rumble? Like you have Jey Uso, you have R-Truth, you have all this, and then Seth Rollins. I know he does this thing on Good Morning Football, but that's his thing that he does all the time. But like now you got him on ESPN. Why? Why have him be a part of anything to go into this situation? Because look, if you're out here promoting, then so you're in the Royal Rumble? Oh no, I'm not. No. Even if it's like that would be anybody in their right mind. Like, oh, you're promoting it. Oh, okay, so you're returning?
Of
Oh
course.
no. I'm just here to talk about it.
Why? Why? You're injured.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Like so.
I mean, if anything,
But
they should
you
have
heard
CM
what
Punk.
WWE's doing, right?
No, what are they doing?
What WWE used to do when they go to Saudi is they all take one flight over,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the airport, they're usually there. You can all see them coming in and all this stuff. So apparently, to avoid like big surprises and things like that, there's alternate flights coming in and out that you won't know are the surprises supposedly.
Are those the only surprises, or will there be
I
any?
don't know. I
Will
don't
there
know. I don't know
will
right
there
now.
be any surprises where maybe they have a passenger next to them and get shit on?
Yeah, they might. It might be a shitty situation, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
But look, I think that's a good strategy. I mean, okay, so obviously we saw Monday night. Obviously, we see where this is going. Right? You're seeing Finn Balor getting involved. CM Punk is there. It brings another possibility for Finn to win the Royal Rumble because I'm
You
pretty
know what
sure
I
he.
don't understand is at least this is my thought of this. When that happened, why not throw CM Punk versus Finn Balor on the card?
How many fights are in that card already?
Well, there's the men's Royal Rumble, the women's Royal Rumble, uh, the
AJ and Gunther,
and McIntyre, Sami Zayn. That's it. 4.
and it's supposed to be what, a 3-hour show, 4-hour show, maybe.
It'll probably be 3.
So they have to add another match in there.
Well, each
About
Royal Rumble will probably take an hour usually,
Well, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, because remember, Saturday
and
night
then you
they
give
added
30 minutes on each one. But I just felt like with the way that went down last night, because remember, Finn Balor is not in the Royal Rumble. They said it last night.
Oh,
Finn can't win the Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Also, then they should have made that a fight then.
I think ultimately it's probably going to get made somehow. I think. Because CM Punk's not going to be in the Royal Rumble.
No. Neither is well, at least Stephanie Vaquera is not a Royal Rumble, but she needs that break. And then Roman is in the Royal Rumble this year.
Yeah. No, it's a star-studded Royal Rumble on the men's side.
Hey, don't you feel like it's a little bit weak, that matchup between Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn? It kind of seems kind of weak.
If it's not in Saudi, yes.
I mean, they're gonna get a pop. I mean,
in Saudi, Sammy's over there, man. I mean, he is just with all his everything that he's about and everything. So, you know, it's almost like, thank you for everything you've done for us. Here's your title shot, basically.
yeah, I agree.
That's why the other one was in Montreal, his hometown, and then now this one in Saudi. You know, it's like the 2 spots where it's Sammy Mania.
Well, we called it, right? We were like, as
Yeah.
soon as we saw that they were fighting over there, we're like, oh, he's winning, and they pulled that card. I think looking back at our picks, let me see who we had here. So you had Jacob and I had Cody, and that ended up not
both
counting.
thrown out. Yeah.
We didn't get to choose between AJ and Shinsuke, but we both would have predicted AJ all day,
AJ,
bro.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
way, especially since it for us. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but it doesn't look like he's gonna win this weekend.
Yeah.
And then you got the EO one and Rio right. I didn't. And then the Sami Zayn, we both got it right. So it was kind of predictable, all the matches.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know, you could have, again, the matches were toss-ups between Kobe and Jacob if they actually had the match.
Yeah.
And same with Rio and the Judgment Day one. It's a toss. You could have went and flipped the titles if you wanted, but
my question to you is, who have they announced to be already in the Royal Rumble? Like, have they? What are the names of some of the people who already have been?
Thank you for asking that.
Because I'm curious to see, and then we could throw some wild cards out there of who we think. Because I'm assuming Trick Williams is in there.
All right, so here is the. There's only 9 people announced. There's 21 more to be announced.
Okay.
So you've got Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Gunther, Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Dragon Lee, Penta, and then last night they said all 4 members of Vision, so that's down to 17 because he said all 4 of the Vision were going to be in it: Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory.
I wonder if it would have been funny if Adam Pearce went ahead and said, Paul Heyman, you're part of the Vision. We're going to throw you in there as well.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing, so I don't know if anything else got added in there.
It would have been funny if they said,
I'm very interested. I want to see what R-Truth does when he comes down this time. Remember, 2 years ago, he came down, got the Money in the Bank ladder, went to get the briefcase. Last year, he got in there for a hot tag and then went in and cleaned house a little bit. So he hasn't gotten it right yet. So
what was the year? What was the year that he ran into the women's?
Oh, I think that was that same year when he came out the hot tag.
Okay.
Because he came down looking at people like, "Where's the men? Where's the men?"
So good. He's so good. All right. So now any wild surprises that you would like to see in the Royal Rumble? And you guys on
Man,
chat board too, like, and on X, anybody in particular you guys would like to see that would
I
be
would love to see a KO return. I just don't know where he's at on the
I was thinking that,
injury.
you know, I was looking at Kevin Owens would be
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I'm
Kevin
trying
Owens
to think
would,
like everybody on injuries or because I don't think there's any. I mean, do you bring out Hobbs at the Royal Rumble or whatever they're going to call him?
I don't
Like,
even
I
know
don't
what
feel
they're
like that's the spot because he's not winning it.
and nobody knows him.
Yeah,
Like
it's
even
not
because
like that. Like,
it's not like Jake Cargo. He's not.
yeah,
Jake had that aura, and they
yeah,
were
he
telling
doesn't
it.
have the aura built up.
No,
Yet.
he,
No,
nah, yeah,
he could be put in there like a mon. Like I always wanted him to be that monster, and they had it for a little bit when he was teamed up with what was the side that he was on when he first went heel? God,
who
what was it?
Hobbs?
Yeah, with QT Marshall and them, and he just kept putting people through tables, and he was like this crazy
I do remember
crazy
that
guy. Like he was just a monster. Like that's what I think he needs to be. But I don't think this is the thing for there. Memo says Jericho. That would be cool. But again,
wasn't it
I
that
just-
QTTV? QTV?
yeah, whatever that was, the QT TV or whatever the hell they were doing there with Aaron Solo, him, yeah, I
Harley
think that was it.
Cameron was on
Yeah.
there too. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Jericho makes sense. Chris Jericho is what we all want, right?
Yeah.
He's the legend who's supposed to be in there. I'm looking at some of the guys. I don't think they're gonna put that many people from NXT this year.
No.
I mean, you could
Well,
put
you just got
Ricky
all the
Starks.
call ups. So if you throw Obafemi, if you throw Trick Williams, if you throw some of the guys that were just called up, maybe you throw in I don't know, Ethan Page or something just because of whatever. But I don't know anybody else that's in there right now that would on the men's side. Well, who else would you do?
I mean, you could bring El Hijo de Vikingo from AAA and bring him in there because they probably want to. And then you could bring somebody from TNA. You could bring some guys from TNA. You could do
TNA.
that if they really wanted to go that route. You could bring Frankie Kazarian.
Again, they'll bring Moose. Moose is I think the guy they got their eye on. I believe he's coming to WWE next. I believe he'll be one of them.
That would be good. I like the who they to bring one of those.
That's one of the NXT guys you're probably going to see too, Joe Hendry.
Oh yeah, Joe Henry's definitely gonna probably be one of the guys. But remember, is he still in NXT? I thought he was already on SmackDown.
Well, they said they were going to move him up, but I never saw a thing saying he's officially moved.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I like Jericho. I think Jericho would be the right person to bring in there. TNA people, you could bring Dolph Ziggler. He's a good one.
Yeah.
He
Matt
hasn't been there.
Cardona just re-signed, so he'll probably be in there. That'll be a fresh face.
You could probably, if everything happens, Seth Rollins, right? Seth Rollins comes back in Royal Rumble. He would be the right one to come and make a big splash. It just looks like there's a lot of if I had to pick one person that I want to see, definitely would be Chris Jericho. If I had to pick somebody,
See,
Chris
mine's
Jericho.
KO. Mine's KO over Chris Jericho.
How dare you, sir? Chris
I
Jericho.
want to hear the KO music hit and just be like, bam.
I will only like KO is if he comes and costs Zammy winning.
I don't want to go back to that again, man. We've done that for 20 years. Although it would be cool to see them in a fight at WrestleMania if they give them time to do a match. I don't want to rush. I don't want like the lady sitting next to you just letting it go.
Yeah,
No.
you can't just.
I want a
shit away.
concentrated effort.
You don't want a shitty card or a shitty match for WrestleMania. We want a pretty good one out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, who else is injured from WWE? Let me see. WWE and is Rey Mysterio, because of Rey Mysterio being injured, will that all of a sudden bring somebody back? Or give somebody
And we haven't
else
seen
up?
Dominic in a while.
That's another one. Maybe Dominic can make LA Knight. That's another one that could be in there, right? Because we haven't seen LA Knight in a minute. And who's another one? Sheamus. We haven't seen Sheamus, so Sheamus might be another
Yeah,
one.
but I don't know if I mean, I love Sheamus, but don't waste a spot. I mean, I'd rather the shit lady be there than him.
How dare you, sir? I would not. I prefer Sheamus than the. Don't disrespect Sheamus like that. I prefer Sheamus. Where's
You know what?
Jaden
We could
McDonough?
even make her name Dia Rhea.
Yeah, and then in her screen where she's where they're showing her as she comes in, you could show my face when I'm like shocked that she's shitting on me.
Oh, it's
Probably
just
do that.
sound effects. It's like the whole noise and then Frankie's face.
Yeah, literally, that was my face, bro. It was so bad. Oh, I'm dramatized. I just what a way to start 2026, getting shit on by
Man.
an older 55-year-old lady,
Well,
probably.
guess it can't get any shittier, can it?
I hope not. I hope not, bro. Jesus Christ. What about on the women's side? What do you think about the women's side?
All right, so here's the women that are in already announced. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Bailey, Lyra Valkyria, Asuka, Chelsea Green, Jordan Grace, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, Julia, and 15 more to be announced.
Mm. Now you know who I want to come back at Royal Rumble.
Diarrhea.
No, not diarrhea. It's Bianca Belair. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's the right one to actually come. She comes, surprises everybody, wins the Royal Rumble, and then you sign her up to go against Jade Cargill. And that's your WrestleMania match right there. That's who I think would make the perfect sense. But again, I don't know if they want to go that route, and I have no idea what is her status in her coming back. Obviously, the only other person you could probably bring back, how's Naomi? Is she still pregnant?
Yes, yeah. And they had a complication too, so.
Oh, so that's why Jey Uso mentioned her last week.
I'm guessing, yeah.
I think it says if Bianca returns, she's winning, no brainer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's Liv. Well, think about it. Okay,
Eric, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
well, the thing is here, if it isn't, well, what about Rhea Ripley? You don't think Rhea Ripley had a shot? I mean, Rhea Ripley said, I'm gonna ask you this. Didn't you notice how, like,
But you have to remember this: Bianca comes back, she's SmackDown. Rhea Ripley is Raw.
Mhm.
So Bianca Belair could win, go after the SmackDown title, and the Rhea could still get the chance at the Raw title.
That's a good point. And you could tell that Rhea Ripley is the best star power in the women's division over there, because if you saw that triple threat match when they announced who's coming out, you saw that they put Stephanie Valkyrie first, then they played with Io, and then Rhea Ripley was the last one. So you know that they waited for her. And then if you looked at the opposite side, you could tell that Roxanne Perez is getting she's growing. Like, people are starting to like her a
she's
lot.
got that personality. Her and Liv are the same.
Dude,
But Roxanne has a little bit more punk to her.
the thing about
But I'm saying the personalities are the same. They go out there, they jaw with the audience. They're the same, but she's got a little bit more spunk to her.
I love that Liv, Roxanne Perez. Those are two hotties working together. Shit, I want them to win all the time. That's just me though. The interesting angle is Liv winning the Rumble and Raquel winning the street fight on Monday. That would be interesting.
Yeah, the only thing I would question there is, can Raquel keep the title till WrestleMania?
Yeah, that's true. That is a question. But look, at the end of the day, man.
And nothing against Raquel. I just don't believe that WWE books her properly. I don't. I think
you don't see the potential in her? Or
no, she has the potential of the world, bro. Don't get me wrong there. I just don't see her getting booked the way she should by WWE. Like, there's no way that she should be taking L's, man. There's no way. You have Liv and you have Roxanne for that, unfortunately. When you're in a tag team and the monster doesn't get pinned. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem like I have with I don't trust in that instance. For as good as WWE is booking monsters on the men's side,
Mm-hmm.
they're equally as bad booking the women monsters, except for Rhea.
Except for Rhea. But I mean, if I had to
I
say,
like that idea. I like the Liv versus Raquel. That would be a good thing. And then also it would be a whole, the whole Judgment Day thing coming at the root of it too. So you could have some very good stories there. I have a feeling on that Monday night, the street fight, unless Stephanie Vaquer is seriously injured, and if she is, they never should have been doing the stuff that they've been doing with her. If she's seriously injured, then I don't think Raquel wins it. Honestly, I just don't see WWE booking her to win it.
I just don't see I don't see WWE backing her up to like being one of the main stage ones. I
Yeah.
feel like she's like she's like one to like elevate, but not that's as much. She's not gonna be one of
She's
the
almost too nice of a person backstage. That's the
yeah.
problem.
Yeah, I feel that same way. And you know what? It sucks because I feel like her, Chelsea Green, I think those girls get shafted, bro. I feel
Yeah,
like
because they're okay with their roles
yeah.
of being that, which is a role you need in every locker room. That role, it needs to be filled, but it feels like they kind of just take advantage of them and don't give them. They'll give them a belt here, a tag team title here, but you'll never see the actual women's title. I hope I'm wrong. I hope next week I'm sitting here and Eric, I hope Raquel did win the match, and I hope we're talking about possibly Liv won the Royal Rumble, and maybe we're aiming that way. I just, nothing I've seen has me looking at that.
Gotcha. All right. Any other thing you wanted to talk about on the WWE side before
The
we
women's side, interesting is you could probably throw Trish in there.
You could bring Trish.
Even
Oh, like
Alita.
surprises? Like
Yeah,
surprises?
even Alita possibly.
Let me think. Who could be a good
But man, NXT's got a lot of women down there that could come up too. And TNA as well. I mean, you got a couple.
There is some talent on the women's side.
You'll probably see Mariah May. I guarantee you'll probably see Mariah May.
Oh, you gotta bring Mariah May into the women's Royal Rumble. Like that's definitely somebody you would want to see. But I don't know how. I think if Bianca comes out, she's gonna be the one winning it, and I think that's what's gonna happen. She's just been
Yeah.
away. Maybe Trish, Tiffany Stratton, she might come back too. I don't know. She's
Yeah.
had a good little break on her as well. She could actually come back and then challenge Jay Cargo again. So those are some maybe AJ Lee. AJ Lee. We haven't seen AJ Lee for a minute.
Yeah, but I think if you see her and Becky Lynch eliminate each other somehow.
You still think they're gonna carry that?
I think they're going to carry that all as much as they can because that match does not need a title.
What about Nikki Bella? Where has Nikki Bella been? Because Nikki Bella, they showed the video on the stadium and on the screen it said Nikki Bella. So we're obviously gonna get possibly Nikki Bella in the women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah. And hopefully get Natty Neidhart, not Natalia, Natty Neidhart.
Yeah, I saw that. I like the fact that they made her a
Low-key
heel.
legend. I want that. I want her that in the. Although I said it originally, I was like, I love that persona for her. I just don't know what WWE would do with it.
Only time will tell.
I don't, man. It's like, oh.
Only time will tell. I mean, we'll see. Now, before we go into our Royal Rumble picks, is there anything you want to talk about on the AEW side? I was trying to get some news here on the AEW side. The only thing I heard on the AEW side was that apparently there's some controversy on Tony Khan getting, there's like a burner account and they say that it was him actually had a burner account and he was the one that was posting all these comments on social media. Did you hear about that or no?
No, I didn't hear about that. I did hear about the one about the ratings.
Okay.
Whereas like everybody's ratings usually come out, like after the show. Dynamite's from a week ago still have not come out yet.
So here's the thing that it says. There's a guy named okay, so and I'm getting this from this is from Wrestle. Is this wait, what is this? What is this site? I forgot the
It's
name
got to
of.
be if it's got wrestling, it's a legit site.
So it says AEW has been subject to many controversies over the years. This includes the fact that their fans and staff can sometimes take things a bit too far. Nick Lopi- Nick Lopiccolo logged on to X today, where he sent out a very direct post. His X account was backed and fully functional after it was locked, and he wasn't going to stay silent. Lo Piccolo called out what he believes was a Tony Khan burner account and claimed they had inside information, connections, and same enemies as Khan. This account simply went by the name of Ron. Lo Piccolo also tied the situation to his own X account, getting suspended shortly after he tagged NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. He says, this Tony Khan account that posts things that only Tony Khan would know followed BJ Bethel and other Tony co-conspirators. Followed TK bot armies is Muslim, anti-trans, anti-Jade, cargo, anti all the same people as TK. Immediately mass deleted his post and locked his account down. After I tagged NFL Commish on Sunday night, that must have hit too close to home because obvious burner. And then it says his ex account got suspended less than 15 minutes later after he tagged the NFL. And it says, but this guy has inside knowledge. If I got fired from Paradigm 12 days ago, an anti-Zionist burner obsessed with pro wrestling and AEW with close connections to Hollywood. Sorry, Tony, the VPN won't save you. So this is a very interesting story here. He claims that Nick Piccolo has been victim of accounts attacking him and attempting to spread damaging claims about him. Lo Piccolo claimed that Tony Khan retaliated against him after he criticized AEW's deal with WBD. Says AEW was linked to a harassment campaign aimed at his 5-year-old daughter. He will have to see if this Ron account pops up again or the person behind it comes to light. So it's a little bit of a controversy here with this burner account, I guess attacking Tony Khan, saying that Tony Khan is an anti-Zionist. That doesn't look like a good view for Tony Khan if that's the case, even though it's a burner account. But again, you know, bad publicity or good publicity sometimes is not bad for you, right? So I don't know the significance of this particular story, but it's something that just developed recently, saying that this guy's calling out Tony Khan, saying that he's anti-Muslim, anti-trans, anti-J cargo, and stuff like that. So I don't know how much is this valid or if this is just trying to create issues for Tony Khan in the long run. So only time will tell, right? Did you read about it?
Yeah, I'm actually on a thing where it's kind of going. Lo Piccolo is putting out the actual tweets from Ron.
Some crazy stuff.
Um, Hold on, I'm just looking. I'm just trying to read this stuff here. It's just little. I don't even know how to even.
What are some of the things that he wrote? Because I see here, hold on, let me look it up. It says here, Jesus is a fiction alone proves you don't know what you're talking about or factual history. Let's see what else he said. This is obviously this is a burner, but it's pretty flattering to think I'm someone that high. Breaking news: talent agent Nick Lopiccolo exposes Tony Khan's secret ex burner account. Yep, I've been dealing with this from Tony Khan and his minions online for 7+ months.
Yeah, it's like it's something going back and forth with these guys. I mean, it's not the first time.
Yeah, I don't know how much of there's so much if there's truth to this story. I noticed how you replied to me very carefully worded. You've never outright denied anything I've said. You say things like, okay, bet and post it, and you know exactly why. Why don't you tell the class what Paradigm told you 10 days ago about your erratic behavior, Nick. So yeah, it's like back and forth, back and
Yeah,
forth.
well, somebody just put out, and they're like, how TK escapes booking criticism is beyond me. This is the most confused promotion I've ever seen. This is on January 19th. The Ron tweets back, yes, famously uncriticized booker Tony Khan.
That's crazy.
Ugh.
Very interesting. This Nick Piccolo, apparently.
I believe he's an agent, right?
I don't know. It says
Yeah, he's a sports agent. He's a sports agent.
some controversy with it. This is the post that needs discussion today. He sent. He was talking about that's the one he was talking about the NFL. But I guess he was exposing trying to this pro Tony account that posts things that Tony Khan would know. Follow BJ Bethel and other. Yeah, this is the one that he was talking about, and he reposted it. I don't know. I don't know the extent of this. I didn't admit anything, but you're hearing from litigators. I'm gonna do some research on it, and we'll talk about it a little bit more because it seems like there's more into this story than 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 what we by just reading. I think we got to do our research on this one. But
Yeah, this has been going on for quite a while, man. This is not the first rodeos for any of these.
All right.
He said, I didn't admit to anything, but you'll be hearing from my litigators. And then the Ron guy says you haven't. Oh, I think that's the one you just read, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I read the wrong one.
No, it's okay.
The wrong one. So here we go.
While you look at that, I found this on ESPN because obviously ESPN is promoting the hell out of Royal Rumble because now they're
Yeah.
doing this thing. So apparently, today Tuesday they had on the Get Up the Miz, and at Sports Center they had the Miz. Tomorrow Wednesday on Sportsman like they got Triple H, and on Get Up they're gonna have Triple H. They're gonna have Paul Heyman in First Take. Sports Center at 2 o'clock is gonna be Jay Uso, and then I guess they have a show called Ahora o Nunca. It's gonna be Stephanie Valquer. On Thursday, again in unsportsmanlike, Seth Rollins, Get Up, Seth Rollins, First Take, Seth Rollins. Again, once again, I mean, if this guy doesn't show up on Royal Rumble, then I don't know why the hell they're interviewing him. On Friday, we're gonna get on Get Up Cody Rhodes, First Take Becky Lynch. Then you're gonna get the Royal Rumble kickoff show on ESPN2 from 2 to 3 o'clock Eastern time. And then Sports Center SmackDown post segment apparently, which is going to be focused on SmackDown coverage. And then Saturday, Sports Center from 7 to 10 a.m. Triple H and Cody Rhodes are going to be there. So ESPN is going all out for Royal Rumble and promoting the crap out of it. Obviously, Royal Rumble is this Saturday at 2 o'clock. So we're definitely going to go ahead and do probably a pre and post as well with the rainy day pod, if I'm not mistaken. Do you want to go with our predictions?
Yeah, we can go through that and see.
Yeah, because I mean, I will, like I said, we'll look into more into that that Nick Piccolo situation. Curious to see what exactly is it and try to get more understanding. But let's look at our Royal Rumble matches and see what is going on here. Okay, so let's leave the Royal Rumbles to the end, right? So let's go with the clear kind of matches here, and of course we'll start with AJ Styles puts his career on the line against Gunther, sir.
I mean, I just think it's Gunther. I hope there's some shenanigans in this one and AJ's not leaving, but I just don't understand why you do that to Gunther at this point with the way you've been keeping him roughshod. I got to go Gunther, man.
Yeah, I
gotta
gotta
miss
go.
you, AJ. Gonna miss you, buddy.
I'm gonna go with your pick as well. I don't see, like I said, the only way is somebody gets involved, but I'm trying to think who would come. I mean, you mentioned Chris Jericho, but it makes sense for Chris Jericho to be in the Royal Rumble, and
But remember, Gunther's already in the Royal Rumble too.
Oh, he's in the Royal Rumble too?
Yeah, remember I said his name.
So he's fighting twice?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna go with Gunther, man. I don't see it. I really don't see AJ winning it. I don't know unless some shenanigans can happen. But
Yeah, that's the only way. I mean, again, in my opinion, the only way it could happen is if there's shenanigans.
and the other thing you gotta also realize, if they were to pull something like that, you can't like last that storyline to last longer. You feel me? Like you have to if he doesn't retire in this one, he would have to retire in the next PLE. That's the only thing I could say. You can't drag it all the way to WrestleMania, which in a way kind of confused me because that's what they should have done. They should have had him. They should have had this match at WrestleMania and give the fans like, hey, AJ's hurrah to leave in WrestleMania.
Give him a couple matches and then
hell yeah, that would have been nice. All right, the undisputed WWE Championship match: Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn.
Dude, my heart, I wish they would give the belt to Sami Zayn, but with the way everything's going, there's no way you take the title off Drew, unless his actions on Saturday night cost him the match. Jacob Fatu and Cody come out and mess him up, and Sammy wins the title in Saudi.
What do you got? So who you going with?
I'm gonna pick this one to be a barn burner, a slobber knocker, and I'm going Sami Zayn wins the title at the Royal Rumble.
Well, sir, I have to agree with you. And the reason I say this is because I told you guys in the last couple of episodes that I felt like Drew McIntyre should have never won that match against Cody because he was not going to hold on to that belt that long. It was just going to be a transition for him to hold it for a couple weeks and then move on. And I feel like there's no way you can't get Sami to win that belt. And he's in his hometown. Like this is what he loves. He's gonna have the whole crowd. And you're right. What better way to screw over Drew McIntyre than Cody getting involved and Fatu getting involved?
Not only that, but then think of the title picture. It's Drew. It's Sami as the champion. It's Jacob. It's Cody. There's a big mix.
You could put a fatal 4-way for WrestleMania.
Oh, yes.
All day for that one. Sami Zayn wins it in Saudi Arabia.
I agree 100%. Mr. Eric, 100%, sir.
Hey, Eric, thanks for tuning in, brother. A-Train. Oh, look at
back in.
Adrian.
Well.
Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. If you want to listen to the crazy story that happened to me coming back, just listen to the first 5 minutes of the show.
It's the shittiest story you'll ever hear, buddy.
It is. It's literally. All right. And then we got the two biggest matches. So let's start with the ladies, right?
All right.
You want me to go first? You gone first?
Yeah, hey, listen. What we'll do is this: you get 3 choices.
Okay, I like it.
Let's do 2 choices, like legit, and then maybe one surprise that you think could win in a reason.
All right, I'm gonna stick with my guns here, and I'm gonna say Bianca Belair is coming back, and I say Bianca wins it. So that's gonna be the one that I really like. I don't know if that's a surprise. Would you consider that as my surprise or a legit one?
I mean, if she's in it, I think that's a legit one, but it could be a surprise. The way you're doing it, surprise. I like it.
Okay, so we'll do a surprise. Now, the ones that are legitimate that could actually win it, I would have to say Liv Morgan, because Liv Morgan is actually, it would make sense for her to compete and get involved and go after the belt, obviously against Stephanie Valkyrie. And then if there's one other person that I could go ahead and put, and I'm trying to think who would be a cool one to win it. And you know what, man? This one's going a little bit off, but I'm going to go with an upset. I don't think it'll happen, but why not? Who cares? I'm going to say Lash Legend. I think Lash Legend, they like her a lot. It would be a good way for her to have a match at WrestleMania, get her popped, create some momentum for her, and that would also bring a new face to the women's division. And I say Last Legend upsets and becomes a winner as well. So my 3 picks are Bianca Belair, or Liv Morgan, or Last Legend.
All right. I'm going to take Bianca Belair as my surprise as well.
Okay.
Because if she's in it, I think she wins it. But I'm going to go Rhea Ripley or Charlotte Flair. I just think they stay with the Old Faithfuls. Either way. Rhea on Raw, Charlotte on SmackDown.
Okay. No chance that Tiffany Stratton makes a surprise.
She might make a surprise, but I don't think she wins. She'll probably bust her head on the bout side again.
All right.
As Adrian says, a permacuss.
Oh. Damn, you guys really don't like Tiffany Stratton out there. All right. What about the men's side? Some crazy shit. Oh, you know what? And then how about besides the surprises, right? So we added our surprise pick and then our legitimate picks. What about a surprise entry? So if you had to pick a surprise entry for the women, who would you like to see? Like somebody you weren't expecting on the women's side. We need an answer today, Sean.
Stephanie McMahon.
Okay, I like it. I mean, she did a hell of a job on Saturday Night Main Event. She was the one holding it down.
Well, she had to because we got snowed in.
Yeah, well, that's true. But she did a great job. She did,
and I do like Adrian's there. I didn't even think about it. Sol Ruca would be a good one too. Yeah.
Who would I like to be a surprise in the women?
Lita's another one I would like.
Who?
Lita.
Nah, we've seen Lita a couple of times. You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here. And I'm gonna say, hold on, I got her. How about we see the return of the Bella Twins? What about that, my friend? We bring the other.
That's a good one, Josh. Josh might have nailed it.
I would want. Paige is a good one, man.
Yeah. If that music hits, I think I'd be all right. I'd be good.
That would be good.
Hey, listen here, Adrian. We'll go with the old broads if we want to. All right.
Sir, I don't mind Nikki Bella, and I don't mind Brie Bella either. But I like them both.
No, dude, I can't watch a double trouble of that, man. Like, no.
What a best way to eliminate
It's
Nikki.
Tough watching Nikki, and then you got Brie too. Oh.
Yeah, but you eliminate Nikki, and then all of a sudden Brie comes out, and then you're like, holy crap! And then they do the flip flop again. They bring it back, old school wise, and Nikki Bella is back in it.
No,
why not?
Nikki doesn't deserve the one opportunity. You're gonna give her two.
Well, I'm not saying she's gonna win it, but at least let her give us that, that moment, like back in the day.
I don't like it at all. No.
How dare you not like it? That is not a shit take. Okay, I'm just letting you know right now.
That is the shittiest take you've had this whole show.
Frankie loves the twins. I do, Adrian. I really do love those.
The Botch Fest twins. I like that. That's what they should call them.
Those
Botch Fest Army.
Those Bellas can have my heart no matter what. All right, on the men's side, surprise, and then 2 legit actual winners. We'll go with you, Sean. Who do you got as your surprise? And we'll flip flop. We'll say surprise for you and surprise for me, and then our 2 legit, and then who we would like as a surprise entry that won't win it, or probably won't win it, but just come back.
My surprise will be Brock Lesnar.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't think that would be such a big surprise. I think we all know that.
No, but I think he wins it if he's in it.
All right. My surprise. How bad is Dom? Is there any word on Dom? I gotta look at Dom's injury.
The fact that they're not saying anything about him means it's probably pretty bad.
Mm, I was thinking about Dom, but I'm gonna go and say Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho would be the surprise one. It makes sense. I thought he was in LA with me. How can he not be the surprise guest? Right? I can't. I can't. Sorry, guys. Gotta pick Jericho. Now, our legitimate possible winners.
Why is Sammy always on me? Now he's talking about my lights.
Sean,
I got the disco effect going on right now. All right? All right?
he actually decided he wanted to come with the disco vibe. So,
I was told to go disco vibe.
I like the disco vibe.
I like it. I like it too.
It keeps us it keeps you flashy.
They're having so many botches on NXT, my cable just cut out.
Can you I mean, not to divert that much, but hasn't NXT dropped so drastically? So bad. All right. Surprise entry. We'll do surprise entry next. Screw it. Before we go legitimate. And you know my surprise entry. You called it earlier. I want to see her there. Her fine ass out there. I want Mariah May out there, bro. Give me some Mariah May at the Royal Rumble, sir.
We're talking about the men's, though.
No, we're already into women. Oh, my bad. Oh, my God. So stupid. See, you're like your disco.
You're shit for brains.
You got me all shitty. My brains are all shitty, all whack, man, because of what that lady did to me. All right, never mind. Surprise. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. I went with the women. All right, I'll take that back. No, anyways, screw that one. All right, surprise, guys. Surprise, guys. I don't think this is going to be so entertaining for you guys, but let's go with Seth freaking Rollins. Why not? Rollins makes his debut, comes back from injury. He's being broadcast everywhere. He's coming back.
I think an interesting one is somebody who's been in our chat a couple times. I would love to see Mr. Iguana's music hit and La Yesca and Mr. Iguana come down. Because, look, man, if Brock Lesnar's in it, Roman Reigns in it, all these guys are in it, let's just get Mr. Iguana in there. Make it happen.
Sir, you call Mr. Iguana, and don't be surprised. He might just come ahead and appear. So I'm just letting you know. All right. Legitimate winners. Who do you have the possibility of winning the Royal Rumble? Two choices, sir. Two choices.
LA Knight.
Ooh. All right. LA Knight. I'm going to go with Gunther. If you said he's in it, I don't see why he shouldn't win it. And then your second one. Who is? Remember, this person.
See, I think it's going to be somebody on SmackDown. That's why I went LA Knight, and I think
I'll go. There's only one guy that could win the Royal Rumble, and so you have to acknowledge him.
See, I think that would be a wasted win.
Nope. No, sir. You have to acknowledge the tribal chief, sir. Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but I don't think he needs the win at the Royal Rumble to get in the title picture.
He needs it. He needs it because he hasn't been the champion for a while, man. He's been gone. He's been taking L's. Got his sneakers taken away from him from Bronson Reed. You got him. Oh, don't tell me I'm giving you ideas like Braun Breaker to win it.
I kind of wanted to go that route at the beginning, but the more I think of it is if Seth is in it, he's going to go crazy after the Vision, eliminate them. Somehow he'll get eliminated, and you'll get probably, some form of that at WrestleMania.
Well, check this out, Sean. What about if Seth comes and Austin Theory's still in it? What will happen then?
Yeah, I like the way they're doing Austin Theory with the stomp. It's like almost like an egotistical jab at Seth, the way he uses his finish. So, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, though, is I think the mindset of Seth Rollins will be destroy the Vision, not win the Royal Rumble.
It's a good one. Yeah, I don't think Seth.
So, yeah, I mean, I got LA Knight, but then I thought about it is what we talked about a little bit ago too is when you look at the title picture on SmackDown, but LA Knight's actually on Raw, right? He
Yeah.
got changed from SmackDown to Raw.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that stays good. I'm good. Because if they do that whole mucky picture with the title on SmackDown, Raw would need to have the winner of the Royal Rumble, I think. So LA Knight, man.
All right, I'm gonna throw some names out there, man. You could take a look.
I'm looking at a couple here. I don't. It's definitely not going to be like Jay. It's not going to be. I guess maybe by default, maybe it is Roman. Maybe it is Roman. I don't know.
Probably Penta. Too soon?
I don't know. That's not a bad name. I mean, again, it'll be. I think it's going to be more that way, unless there's like the Brock Lesnar or somebody crazy like that comes out late in the match.
Do you feel they're gonna go with the regulars, like, and
I
they're
feel
not,
like, yeah.
and so they're not gonna go the same route like what they did last year, where they had Jey Uso win it.
I think that fell flat though.
It did. It did feel like.
But again, that's not all on Jay. That's on the creative too. But that's also why I picked LA Knight, because you could go that route with LA Knight if they're truly going to do what they said they were going to do and give him a big push this year. They said they're going to push him and Lyra Valkyria. I'll believe it when I see it. That's why I stayed faithful on the women, Rhea, Charlotte. That I don't believe it until they go away from it, that they're going to go after somebody else. That's why I don't think Jacob or anybody like that's going to win the title right now, because they're already in the title picture. It just, to me, it's an LA Knight or it's an easy, like a Brock Lesnar or somebody like that. I don't think the Vision wins it, because I think Seth is going to be the one that costs him. So
yeah, but who is Seth gonna have? Well, you could line it up where you got the Vision, and then Seth comes, and then he gets help from Roman. He gets help from who would be another one that would maybe Cody helps him. Oh no, but Cody's not in the. Is Cody in the Royal Rumble?
yeah.
Okay, so maybe Cody can help as well, because remember, Cody did get help from Seth a couple years ago too. So like, so there's a possibility out there. Maybe
I mean, you could do a Cody, Roman, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins to get the eliminations. Not saying they'll team up, but against the Vision in the ring at that moment, you could have something like that happen. And then when they eliminate all them, boom, Brock Lesnar's music hits after all the people in the Vision are out.
What about if Obafemi makes his Royal Rumble debut and wins it? Think Obafemi could have a chance?
See, that's a wild card, because if he is in it, how do you get him eliminated? Unless it's Brock Lesnar.
Ooh, you could set up a good fight for Obafemi though.
You could set up Obafemi and Brock. That's how they did Omos. Remember, the Omos Brock Lesnar thing started at. It didn't end well, but it started at Royal Rumble.
But you got two big monsters out there, and then or I mean, and again, you still have a story, because Obafemi had his shot against Cody, and Drew McIntyre was involved too.
Yeah.
So
Or you could do the thing where
winning
Obafemi, spears them high, and they both go over, so they eliminate each other.
I think Adrian would love to see Ricky Saints be a surprise.
Oh yeah.
In the Royal Rumble.
I can
That's
see
true.
it.
Adrian would definitely like Ricky Saints in the Royal Rumble. All right, sir. Any last words?
Good luck to everybody that's going to be sitting in the stadium that was built in 20 days.
What you think about that? I think they did a good job on it. It looks pretty legit.
It looks fantastic with nobody in it. I just don't know how it's going to. That's wild, man.
That is
The fact
impressive.
that on
too.
January 5th, that was just dirt. And now you've got a 40,000 seat stadium?
And it's all dedicated just for them. They're going all in for
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah. They're tearing it down as soon as the Royal Rumble's over.
That's how much money they got? That they're able to do
Dude,
that?
you're talking about oil money, man. You guys don't give a damn.
That is insane how much
You
money.
pay $55 million for an event you don't even have a place for it to be. Think about that.
It's outdoors too, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, what happens if it's really windy? That would suck.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to be on them bleachers. I'll tell you that much.
That stadium does look impressive though.
Oh, no, it looks great. I can't believe it got built in 20 days.
Hopefully they got the job right, because dude, if you God forbid, you don't want to see that thing tumble and break. You feel me? So that was,
Live on ESPN.
and look at the lighting. I'm looking at the testing out lighting with the new
Yeah.
stadium with the Royal Rumble. Wow.
No,
Okay.
it looks damn good, but it's amazing to me that they were able to do that in 20 days, and it takes us 70 years to put a road in and down. You know,
Well, that's because here in the United States they kind of like to take their sweet time because they like to take money. That's the way. That's the way it works over here. But look, I'm impressed, man. I mean, they are doing their thing, and they went all out for the Royal Rumble. So good
yeah,
things
they
for them.
got to. You know what they'll probably do? That'll probably be WWE's dedicated stadium, WrestleMania, everything.
But you just said that they're tearing it down after Royal Rumble.
No, I just thought about it though. They said that's what they said, but why would you? Because you got Royal Rumble, you got WrestleMania coming there next year
I think so. Yeah, it should
in
be.
27, I think, or 20 is it 27 or 28. So why
Yeah.
not just leave it there? Make that like a WWE area. I wonder how close that is to the WWE World that they built.
I
over
wonder
there.
how many people actually are gonna fly out to Saudi Arabia to go look at this.
I don't know if I can make that trip. One, I don't got the money to do it, but two, I don't know if I'd do it even if I had the money.
How much is a flight to go to Saudi Arabia right now? Let me see.
Let's see.
Let's see. If we're ballers, you know who is definitely gonna go out there? Shout out to him. He is the guy who does those videos. What's his name? Troy Dan. He's definitely probably going over there. He always goes to all those events, and then he actually posts them and gives you the experience of being able to go to all those live pay-per-view events where if you're a baller, he's able to go ahead and do it. We're not ballers. We're broke. You gotta watch it on TV. On ESPN, actually. I'm pretty sure that flight cost an arm and a leg. How many hours is it to go to Saudi Arabia? Let's see. Flight to Saudi Arabia.
Oh man, I can get a flight right now for $568.
That's actually not that bad.
It's a 22-hour, 45 minutes.
Holy smoly,
It's a
22
28
hours.
28 hours on the way back.
Holy! Imagine if that lady that was sitting next to me decides
Oh,
to go on
man.
that For all you guys that are just tuning in, I had a story where a lady shitted on me. Just tune in the first 5 minutes of the show, you know what I'm talking about. That's why I referenced the lady. She literally shitted on me. So it's not expensive, but Jesus Christ, that's a lot of sitting down for it, bro. It's a lot. Like
And I didn't see any like straight there flights. One of them has one stop and one has two stops. So
Oh, you have to, bro. There's
Yeah.
no way there's a direct flight for 22 hours. Get the hell out of here.
I flew from Okinawa, Japan here. They refueled us in the air on a C-130.
You know, if I was going on one of those flights and I had to be on the flight for 22 hours, I have to be in first class. Screw that shit. I need
Yeah,
some
okay.
leg room. I need to sleep. I gotta go all out, man. I'm gonna.
You know, normally I would believe you, but after hearing the shit story, yeah, you would not. No, you wouldn't.
No, Adrian. I was not eating ass in the plane. No, sir.
The ass was trying to eat him.
Yes, the ass was trying to eat me. Jesus Christ. Everybody knows what happened. A dramatizing moment. I did not mention the airline, nor I will mention it until. But if they do not give me a refund, I promise you, they will be announced. So tune in next week, because they should have given me an answer already. After we get off from being live right now, I will be emailing that airline. They better give me a refund. That's all I gotta say.
Are you proud of it?
Why would I be proud of a lady shitting on me, bro? No way. Of course not. As a matter of fact, I'm dramatized. All right, guys. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. Frankie Fresco Music. Shout out to everybody once again who always tunes into the show. Don't forget to follow Stanley Media House as well. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you catch the replay, again, do us that favor. Also, don't forget to repost our show. That way we could keep growing and growing and growing. And thank you everybody who's been tuning in on the chat board and commenting, and all you guys following us on X and watching on X. Sean, last words on your end.
Emotional damage.
Follow me at SS_Sports Talk, Stanley Media House, everywhere else. And of course, hit the subscribe at Stanley Media House Network and at the Frankie Fresco YouTube channel. Make sure you check us out. I believe we're doing pre and post. Maybe, I think.
I'll be able to do pre. Post might be a little bit difficult, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. But
Yeah,
pre for sure, because it's at 2. So the pre. So guys, if you're gonna tune in, Adrian, is there any way you could get, if it's possible, maybe
True
one
Raw for SmackDown, we'll be doing it on.
maybe you maybe
Rainy Day Pod.
can you hook us up with possibly incorporating one of our channels? That way our fans could come and check it out too. If you could do that, that'd be great. You could probably use Sean's more than mine, but if you could do that, that'd be great as well. If you could, that way we could have it streaming in multiple platforms. That'd be pretty cool. Or in multiple channels. That'd be pretty cool. But the Royal Rumble is at 2, so I'm assuming we're gonna probably do the pre maybe around 1:12 maybe.
Yeah, I think that's when they're rating to Raw for SmackDown's on.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do it that way. But yeah, I guess we will definitely see each other again on Saturday. And like I said, post, I don't know, it depends. I got a DJ again on Saturday.
I'll be there with Adrian on Saturday evening.
And shout out to DAS Digital Audio Sound USA. Your boy Frankie Fresco is now part of the DAS Audio USA group. I am now part of the crew. So I'll be working with DAS Audio. So thank you, DAS, for giving me the opportunity. A hell of a weekend, hell of an experience. I keep growing, bigger and bigger things, getting bigger and bigger. Don't stop dreaming. Things come true. Believe me, never in my wildest dream did I ever think I would be going and flying out to different states and DJing. So if you believe, it will come true. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Adrian, I appreciate it. Shout out to all you guys out there as well.
Keep on keeping on, and don't let nobody shit on your parade. And in the words of the great Gordon Solie, so long from the sun, shine, state.
He looks kind of shitty.
The squad circle die.